On June 28, 1914, a single gunshot echoed through the streets of Sarajevo, igniting a conflict that would engulf the entire world. This was the day when a young man named Gavrilo Princip pulled the trigger, striking down Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, the heir to one of Europe's most powerful thrones. The world was about to witness the birth of the Great War, a war so vast and terrible that it would change the course. Imagine the year 1914. Europe stands at the pinnacle of power, its nations boasting vast empires across Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Britain, France, Germany, Russia, and Austria-Hungary lead this age of pride and ambition, each nation vying for supremacy. In the shadows, secret alliances forged a delicate balance. Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy formed the Triple Alliance, while Britain, France, and Russia became the Triple Entente. These alliances were dangerous traps, ready to ensnare nations at the slightest. Europe was like a powder keg, teetering on the brink of explosion. One spark could unleash chaos, and that spark arrived on that fateful June day in Sarajevo. Gavrilo Princip, a member of the radical group known as the Black Hand, believed that killing the Archduke would advance their cause for Bosnia's freedom from Austrian rule. As the bullets found their mark, tragedy struck, claiming the lives of Franz Ferdinand and his wife, Sophie. Their deaths marked the catalyst for a war that would unleash unimaginable depth. Austria-Hungary, seething with rage, blamed Serbia for the assassination and issued a list of harsh demands. Serbia accepted most, but rejected some, igniting Austria-Hungary's. On July 28, 1914, just a month after the assassination, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. The alliances began to unravel like a row of dominoes, pulling nation after nation. Russia rallied to Serbia's side, mobilizing its forces. Germany, in turn, declared war on Russia, and soon thereafter on France as well. As Germany invaded Belgium to reach France, Britain, bound by treaty to protect Belgian neutrality, declared war on Germany. Within weeks, nearly all of Europe stood on the battle. The trap had sprung, dividing the world into two factions. The Allies, comprising Britain, France, Russia, and later Italy and the United States, and the Central Powers, led by Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Both sides believed the conflict would be brief. Soldiers kissed their families goodbye, confidently promising, "I will be home by Christmas." They could not have been more wrong. The war dragged on, stretching into 4 grueling years. The horrors of trench warfare would soon come to define this bloody conflict. In the trenches, soldiers endured cold, mud, and despair, living in horrific conditions. Trench foot plagued their weary bodies, while rats scuttled through the dark. As they faced the constant threat of enemy snipers and the cacophony of artillery, many succumbed to shell shock, a mental breakdown from the relentless. Battles raged on the Western Front, often locked in stalemate, where commanders sent men over the top to face certain death for minimal gain. The Battle of the Somme began on July 1, 1916, and instantly became a bloodbath. Over 60,000 British soldiers fell on the first day alone, marking the darkest day in British military. The relentless fighting at Verdun claimed nearly 1 million lives over a year, leaving the ground littered with unexploded shells, a haunting reminder of the war's brutality. Modern weapons like machine guns and poison gas transformed warfare, amplifying its deadly nature. Soldiers were sent charging into a hailstorm of fire, the old strategies proving woefully inadequate. Poison gas, first unleashed by Germany in 1915, caused horrific suffering, blinding and choking those who inhaled its deadly miasma. Tanks emerged on the battlefield in 1916, powerful machines that instilled fear in the hearts of defenders. The skies filled with planes as aerial dogfights unfolded, showcasing a new frontier. For 3 years, the United States maintained neutrality under President Woodrow Wilson. But events like the sinking of the Lusitania and the Zimmermann telegram would soon change that stance. On April 6, 1917, the United States declared war on Germany, sending fresh troops to reinvigorate the beleaguered Allies. By 1918, Germany found itself on the brink of collapse. Exhausted from 4 years of relentless combat and suffering from starvation at home, revolution began to stir within. The Kaiser was forced to abdicate, and on November 11, 1918, an armistice was signed at the 11th hour. Europe fell silent, soldiers staring in disbelief as 4 years of bloodshed finally. In the aftermath, the scale of destruction was staggering. 17 million lives lost, soldiers and civilians alike, leaving countless more to bear the invisible scars